Okay, so today I've got a Vauxhall Insignia. A friend of mine have just gifted me practically because he could not sort the problem out. And as you guys can see, and like most of you guys looking for stuff about Insignia online, know the common problem of limp mode can either be the intercooler pipe, which is very common, but in this case it's not. This car has been to Vauxhall, it's been everywhere, and yeah, nobody can sort the problem out. As you can see, it's got the brand new fuel pressure pump. Everything's been changed by Vauxhall because they first showed it was a high fuel pressure pump, then the ECU, then the pressure. I've taken out the brand new as well. They've changed everything to do with the diesel because apparently it's called the problem is the high fuel pressure. But high fuel pressure, fuel high pressure. So where's that causing from? They have done everything. The car's been with a diesel specialist as well for quite few months. I mean, I said a month, and they gave it back to me. They didn't charge me a penny. Yeah, but they charged for the past parts they've replaced. But the car's still the same. So he gave it to me. A friend of mine just gave it to me because I've got a similar car, which is that one there, which is 64 plate as well, with the exactly same problem. So he's just give it to me, like if you can make from 2-1 right, you know, it's all cool. So anyway, I've been going with this problem for a long time now. I would say maybe months and months. Okay, let's see what I've done so far. So okay, now I'm back to my car. The one still going, but same problem with the limp mode. As you guys can see how the car starts. Okay, it's gone off. Okay, this is normal. I mean, normal for this car with this problem, obviously. So as you guys can see, there's no lights, there's no nothing, but it's in limp mode. It goes no more than that. It's in limp mode, and you can hear the sound of the engine as well. So loud. Very loud. Exactly the same problem I had as well. So anyway, what I've done so far, I've got the fuel pumps here, the tank fuel pumps. As all this started in the other car and on my car when the high fuel pressure pump went. So the high fuel pressure pump went. We replaced it with a new one. No problem. The car started, but it just stays on limp mode. So anyway, I dismantled this because it's been going on for a long time. The high fuel pressure pump is done, but the car is still on limp mode. Anyway, so I now dismantle that fuel, the tank one. Yeah, the tank one of dismantled. I got this thing out of there, which goes in there, and the fuel goes through there and stuff, whatever. Anyway, it was full of metal particulars here. So when I replaced my fuel, the tank, it was a second-hand one. So I put it in, and it carried on doing the same thing, which was limp mode. But as these cars do have the same, this is quite common problem. Maybe the fuel pump I've ordered, a tank one, was had the same problem. So it was this was full of particulars as well from the high fuel pump. When it goes, it might, block this. So anyway, I put another one and it's done the same problem. So there you go. I thought, I've replaced the pump and everything is done. Anyway, after that, I've been checking as the garages check the return pipe. All the garages say the only thing that makes the high fuel pressure, is the return pipe. Anyway, so what I've done now. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to remove the return pipe and see if there's any blockage. The garage has already done that so many times, and I have done myself as well. So anyway, I'm going to do that once again and see what's going on. So when you remove the return pipe, the fuel return pipe, normally diesel comes out, so I'm gonna put all the pipe on this so it won't spill it. So anyway, now I'm going to try to pump the air through to see if there's any resistance on the return pipe. Make sure you open the tank. Out. See if there's any resistance. That's what I'm going to try to do now. I've already done that quite a few times, and I'm quite sure the garage has done that as well. And they just saw that there's no resistance, so they just left as it is. And they've done everything else. They've done the injectors. They've done. They got the injectors checked out. They got the injectors out. They got everything out, and nobody can solve the problem. So anyway, I connected that pipe there. Yeah. And now I'm going to pump it. I've connected. As you guys can see, there's practically zero resistance. The air is going through. No problem at all. Turn it off. At all. So okay, now let's try to start the car again and see if there's any difference. I'm gonna take that thing out from there, connect the return pipe again in this place, and just see if there's any change on the car's behavior. Okay, let's start the car. There you go. When it first started, it was absolutely fine. There you go. No lights, no nothing. There was no resistance there going through. But I'm gonna put the lid back. But the car's still on a limp mode. So what I'm gonna do now, because the limp mode, you can hear really loud diesel and all that. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to remove the return pipe. I'm going to remove the return pipe and put on that can there and see what's going on, how it works after. Let's see that now. So what I've done now, I removed the return pipe and I put on that. So let's see how it starts now. There was no resistance on the return pipe, but now take it out. Let's see how it starts. Look at this. No limp mode, no nothing. Look at this. Can you get any better? So what might be the problem. There you go, the fuel is coming back properly, no problem at all, the return. And the car is running smooth. So, what I think is something to do with the in-tank fuel pump or something else. But because the garage has done what I've done, tested the return pipe, and it tested fine, as there was no resistance, we just left it is, as the return pipe is fine. I've been driving this car for last, I would say, 8 months or 9 months with the same problem. So what I keep doing is just to turn off and on, and it goes off the limp mode. I just drive. But this test I've done a few days ago. So tomorrow I'm changing the in-tank fuel pump. I would recommend you guys not use the second one, because I can confirm that tomorrow. I have ordered my new ones, come tomorrow. After I fit that, if that solves the problem, I hope that's going to help loads of people with Insignia. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.